Happy birthday, George.
Yeah,
Is that the best possible present?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah, I said earlier, my boys looked after me this morning and gave me a nice breakfast. But absolutely, I think that's going to be a good weekend for us. And I've never talked about my birthday so much, I think, since I was about 18. But yeah, I enjoy it.
A very intense, full-on West Country derby.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Bristol quality, we saw what they did in that start of that second half. Almost scored a try straight away, then they score one, then suddenly the pressure's on, and that's probably the most pleasing part of the game for me, actually, because the pressure came on and we managed to contain it. And the boys, I think last week we tried to do a few bits under that same situation at the back end of the game where we tried to kill it off and we tried to turn it, and actually the boys just backed the system this week, and against a very potent attacking threat, I thought they did really well.
You had to absorb a lot of pressure. Both sides did defensively in the first half. How vital was that try just for half time?
Yeah, look, you take them at any time, but yeah, it's good. It's good to go in when you've got a bit of a lead and you can sort of review the game, without being flustered from. If it goes the other way, it can sometimes knock you off track a little bit. But look, it was always going to be a really, really hard day. I thought I was really pleased with the work ethic. I was really pleased with the way the boys kept their heads and stayed on target. But yeah, we still got opened up a few times, so we've got to look at that.
Yeah, you had to work hard to contain Radriker. He's such a threat, isn't he?
Yeah, look, he's a nightmare for a defensive team. He's unbelievable, isn't he? With the ball in hand, you just don't know what's going to happen. And I think every time he got the ball, pretty much he caused some havoc. So, it's great for Bristol that he's back. That wasn't a happy birthday when I saw that name on the team sheet for sure. But look, I thought Bristol showed some real quality out there. And I'm sure they're going to go on a run in the next few weeks.
Both your nines managed to exploit space round the ruck and break down off the back of scrums too. Was that part of the tactic against their back ruck?
No, I think that was more their nine putting a lot of pressure on us, to be honest with you. And I think those sort of plays are sometimes high risk. If you get to the ball, it's massive, and if you don't, then there's a bit of a play. But actually, we wanted to go through with our plays, and they did a good job of making our nine have to force sometimes, and sometimes the gap opened up, and once or twice it killed off our plays. So more their tactic than ours, really.
And the grubber kick was very effective for you too, not least the one from Mark Atkinson for Chris Harris's try. That was sweet. Yeah, well, we've worked really hard on our kicking game. That was when we came in last year. We took a bit of heat for kicking aimlessly, if you like, and all the rest of it. And I was saying, look, we're working on a kicking game. We want a kicking game, and it's going to take a little bit of time for everyone to understand the right times. And that's probably the best game for selection of kicks and when to use them. So they managed it really well. Yeah, you had to stand your ground at the end there, a lot of intensity. You made the most of the man in the bin as well.
Yeah, I think I'm always been a real weapon, and I've felt a few times this year people have stopped our maul when there was debate on how it got stopped, and I thought Christoph reffed that really well and made a strong decision, and it was the right thing to do. So that your play sometimes puts you in the position people have to do something, and they did, and so after that we did capitalise a little bit.
And the bonus was Charlie Chapman's try at the end.
Yeah, he was awesome. We sent him on, and the message was we want to win the game. So we back all our players, we back our whole squad, and Chappers is building really nicely. He's a Gloucester boy through and through, which is the really exciting part from my point of view, because I've got a full appreciation now how much they love their own out here. And look, he came on, he did a job, and he gets to celebrate in front of the shed, which is every little Gloucester boy's dream. So great stuff.
Very physical, very bruising back there. Not to be concerned about?
Again, at this point, no. But you come in on a Monday. Obviously, Ben Morgan, was the obvious one. We had to bring him off for injury. So fingers crossed he's not too bad. But there'll definitely be some bangs after that. Like you say, that was tough. It was a tough game.
Yeah, you must be delighted. The backing of the crowd was fantastic, wasn't it, tonight?
Yeah, well, again, the big objective here is to give everyone in Gloucester something to be proud of. Whatever the results are, I can say this team, you'll never look at them and say they're not working unbelievably hard and they're not giving everything they've got. So we will always give that, and not all the results will go our way, but hopefully everyone knows that when they come here now, and hopefully more results go our way than don't, and they can be proud of that. But as I say, I think we're building something in terms of a connection with everybody, and hopefully it gets stronger and stronger.
And a tricky week ahead. You've got to go to France, and there's all the COVID issues around.
Yeah.
With all that.
I mean, look, the logistics of it have changed about 3 times in the last 3 days. But that's for me and the background staff to manage our way through and make sure we're as safe as possible. And you just keep your fingers crossed. You get to the game, you play the game, and you come home safe and sound. And if something changes, it changes. And I don't know. It's going to be a testing couple of weeks, but hopefully all the games get played, and we can have a proper European competition this year.
Well done tonight. It's a great atmosphere. Everybody enjoyed it.
Thanks very much.